Hey guys and girls. So today we're coming at you with some cat issues that some of you might be dealing with. So I have, they're almost 15-year-old cats, two of them, two male cats. What I'm finding right now is that the one cat, or what I suspect is the one cat, is um, doing his number twos, for better lack of a phrase. He's doing his number twos outside of the box. So the little bit of research that I've done, they say make it easier for the cats to get into the litter box. Now, the litter box that I currently have is very similar to this one, just a standard run-of-the-mill litter box, or litter pan as they call it. But I can see that when he goes to sit down, and this isn't even in the litter box, like just him generally sitting down, he's got some arthritis or something going on in his back hips. So getting in and out of the litter box is probably not the easiest task. He's not urinating outside of the litter box, at least right now, knock on wood, but definitely the number twos. A lot of the times I'll find them outside the litter box, but in the area of the litter box. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make it easier for our cats to actually use the litter box. Now, the first thing they suggested was making sure that your litter sand in there is very fine. They're saying it make it a lot like a sand almost. So the QualiCat stuff that I've actually got over here on the right is very coarse, whereas this stuff here I find is very fine. So we're going to try switching to that. That's going to be the first thing that we're doing. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to modify this litter box so that it is more convenient for our cats to get in and out. So I chose this one here because it's actually got indentations built into it, and I think that this is going to make it easier to cut a groove in there. It's going to actually have a little bit of support if we leave a little bit of a ridge on there. So all I've done, you take a simple Sharpie marker and you actually trace that opening with the Sharpie. So we're going to get to cutting this. So you might be asking yourself, okay, there must be litter boxes out there that are set up for geriatric cats, and you'd be right. Now, I live in Ontario, Canada, and the three major supply stores that we have, or pet stores that we have around, do not sell litter boxes or litter pans for cats that have these kinds of issues. They don't have the cutouts on them. They'll sell you ones that have the tall backs on them so that they don't kick a lot of sand out, and some other funky designs. I did see one that actually has a little ramp that goes up into a circular litter box, which for me just doesn't really meet my needs. So I did look on Amazon, because you can buy basically anything you want on Amazon. Amazon actually does have litter boxes for sale that are specifically made for geriatric cats. They're just like this, and they've got like a nice little notch cut out of it. The problem is that those boxes are $50 to $70 Canadian, and I even saw some that were up over $100. These aren't even the ones that are self-cleaning. These are just basic plastic run-of-the-mill litter boxes. This litter box here, litter pan here, I think was $10. So depends on the size, but there was a smaller model, I think it was about $8, and then there was a bigger model that was about $12 to $15. So, you know, your range there is up to $15 for a basic pan. And really, once you put this pan on the ground, even if we didn't have this rib that was built in that is hopefully going to be giving us some strength, it's not going anywhere. You're not picking up these litter boxes every single day. They're not going to collapse on you. I think this is a great option. So with that aside, now it's time to actually cut it. So there's a few options that you can do. The first one I was thinking of, for me anyways, is a jigsaw with a very fine tooth metal blade on it. Now I realize most people aren't going to have that, so we're going to try another method. So the second one I was thinking of was tin snips. And these would work great because they're made for cutting metal. They have a slight serrated blade on it. I think this would be a fantastic option. However, again, I realize that not everybody out there has tin snips. So we're going to go with the third and the most basic option. And I think everybody's got a set of these laying around the house somewhere, probably in your kitchen drawer, is just a set of scissors. So we're just going to cut this with a plain set of scissors, and we're going to see how this goes. So you're going to have to work to get through that lip right there. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to cut this first piece out. Just to give us some room. I hope this is showing up okay on the camera. I don't know if going from the other end would have been a little bit more beneficial for us. Again, I hope this is coming out okay on the camera. And again, we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to work our way and just like that. And you can see it's still got the rigidity to it. If you pick this up with a bunch of weight in it, that's going nowhere. So the next step would be, if you really wanted to, you could take some sandpaper, but in all honesty, I don't think it needs it, but we'll see how it looks with a little bit of sanding. So we've gone ahead and we've taken, this is just about a 220 grit sandpaper. We've just rubbed that inside edge and then rubbed the both inside and outside edges of that. And as you can see, nice and clean, no burrs on it, no sharp spots, no nothing. We've kept the rigidity of this container, no issues. So you might be looking at it now going, oh, he's still got that black line on there. No issue. The black line, you could try to cut the whole thing out with your scissors, but should you happen to have any markings left on there, grab yourself some isopropyl alcohol, French and English side, bonjour. This is 99%, does wonders for black marker. Look at it disappear. It actually is amazing at how well alcohol works. So you don't want to use like any kind of mineral spirits or something like that on there, or especially like I'm trying to think of what it is now. It's like a paint thinner and stuff like that. Lacquer thinner especially, it'll actually dissolve the plastic. So as you can see, oh, you got just a bit of marker left over there. What we did is we just rounded over those edges a little bit right here, so there's nothing to catch on. Now you've got yourself a litter box for your geriatric cats, and you spent a fraction of what you would on Amazon or probably most of your local pet stores. Again, about $10 for this unit. This one here, made in USA, so it's a good quality unit. I'm not sponsored by these companies at all. I'm just providing you information for, good health of your cats and enjoyment of your cats, enjoyment of their lives. So if you guys and girls happen to find this video informative at all, think about giving me a thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. Tell me why down in those comments. I know I don't make the flashiest of videos if you're here for the first time, but I think that the content is much more important than the actual look of the video, and just trying to give you information and show you that you're capable of more than what you think. So until you try, you never know. So think about hitting that subscribe button. It'd really help me out. And remember, you never know unless you bear. We'll see you on the next video.